My people, I want us to talk about law over this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Let us talk about law and forget about emotions. Let's forget about our emotions, your feelings, how you feel. Forget about how you feel over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up to date has not been convicted? And why is it difficult for him to be convicted? Or is he going to be convicted of this very case? I want us to talk about it. Let's just reason together so that when you hear someone talk, you will understand where that person is coming from. I want us to talk what is written, how it is applicable. Facts, like I said earlier on, let's talk about law and forget about our emotions. Why has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not yet convicted after all these years? The answer is simple. Because the Nigerian government broke the law before bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before the court. The Nigerian government broke the law before bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. Remember, the question is, why has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not yet convicted after all these years? In October 2022, the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Republic of Nigeria, heard clearly that this extraordinary rendition from Kenya was illegal and unconstitutional. The court ruled that the government violated international law, the Extradition Act, and the Section 35 and 36 of 1999 Constitution. Section 35 and 36 is the same section that protects every citizen of this country, gives you the right to fair hearing. Nigerian government violated that very section of its own constitution. Let the government obey their own law. These laws were there before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Now, according to the principle of legality, nullum crimen nulla poena sine lege, you cannot prosecute or punish anyone except in accordance with the law, except in accordance with what is written in the law. There is no other punishment except that which is written in the law. That's the only way to punish a person for a particular offense. So if the process that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria was unlawful, then the trial built on that very process becomes an abuse of court process, void from the beginning. The Court of Appeal didn't just say release him for sympathy. It said the Federal High Court lacked jurisdiction to even try him, and the law is clear. Jurisdiction is the lifeblood of any case. Without it, every proceeding, every charge, every so-called conviction stands illegal. I want you to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not granted, was not discharged based on sympathy, based on emotions, based on what people said, based on pressure, based on any other thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and acquitted by the court of the land, by the competent court of the land, based on the legal principles, based on the Federal Republic of Nigeria Constitution. According to Nigeria's constitution, the Court of Appeal did not just say release him for sympathy. It said the Federal High Court lacked jurisdiction to even try him. Jurisdiction is the lifeblood. Mark that word, jurisdiction is the lifeblood of every case. Without it, every so-called evidence is dead on arrival. And beyond Nigeria, international law backs it up. Article 6 and 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and Article 9 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, both forbid arbitrary arrest, unlawful transfer, and unfair trial. Nigeria signed and domesticated it. They are binding under Nigerian territory. So when people ask, why hasn't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu been convicted? The truth is, the law itself stands in the way. You cannot secure a conviction from a foundation of illegality. The government cannot break the law in order to enforce it. You cannot break the law to enforce the law. It is not done. Until that unlawful rendition is taken care of, or addressed, or redressed, no valid conviction can stand in any lawful court. I am not trying to interfere in what is going on in the court. I am saying what is written, the things that is going on. I want you to understand, this is not politics, it is law. You cannot avoid the process flawed. You cannot overrule the process. You must follow due process and do things legally. No case can stand on foundation that is faulty. I have said it before. There is this principle of the fruit from a poisonous tree. If the tree is poisonous, the fruit from the tree will also be poisonous. So this is law. Let them judge whatever, however they want to do it. Let us wait patiently and see the kind of precedents that will come out from this very conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long awaited conviction. We will wait and see how it will end, where it will end. Maybe they should tell us that the court that ruled before did not rule according to the law. They should give us a different version of the law which makes a compromise system to become valid by the court of the land. I will rest my case here. Thank you so much and God bless you. So when you ask the question, why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been convicted? The answer is very simple. The law is standing on the way of his conviction. The law is not yet allowing them to convict him. The law is against faulty conviction. The law itself is standing against Nigeria government to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's when I say, when you hear me say, let Nigeria, let the government obey their own law. Follow your own law. If they follow their own law, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will go free. If they follow their own law, international laws, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will go free. Except these laws are being suspended. That's when we will find a different precedent. Until then, we will see. God bless you.